What's up, CEOs? It's your girl Shamel coming at you with some more credit info. Okay, so today we got Janita coming on. If you're watching this, then type replay so I can get an idea of like what's the popular time for these videos. When are you watching most? And today we'll be talking about how to get personalized credit. This is all about getting more money and inventory for tax season, because tax season is 89 days away, I think. I need to look at my website because I have a countdown. But tax season is a little bit away. Hey, who is joining? So let me know where who you are. Okay, who on the call? Who on the video? So this is let's get you some money so you can get your inventory and get your profit up and have a fantastic tax season, okay? A profitable tax season, all of that. So who is with me? Hey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sometimes I don't get the comments until I send something. So let's see what I get. I don't see any comments. So who's with me? Okay, what's up, Brandon? You can hear me. What's going on, Brandon? I know you are anxiously awaiting that inspector. Okay, hopefully they'll be by soon so you can get this license. I am just waiting on Janita to get on. I probably should tag her so she'll know that we're on. But I don't think I know how to do that. Let me see. Janita. Is the name going to come up? No. I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Let me figure out how to get Janita on the line so we can get this call started. Let me see. Go to my computer. Hold on. Bear with me. Auto dealer. Okay. I see the video. Let me see if I can tag her. Because it's just showing it's just me and you right now, Brandon. Janita. Come on, show up. I don't see her on. Okay, here we go. Janita Jackson. All right, so she should be on soon. That was me tagging her. Okay, she's probably on now. I see some other people. But if that is not Janita, then let me know who you are. Who's with me? Let me shut down Facebook because I'm looking at it on my computer and I am getting sidetracked. Okay. So what's been going on while we're waiting? Okay, what's up, Alison? You need this bad? The personalized credit? Yes. I think I got a text from you earlier, but I didn't read it yet. So I didn't ignore you. Let me just read my text, okay? But I think I did see it come through, but I was busy. So I'll read it and see what you need, okay? What's up, Mikey? Okay, I don't think I've seen you before on the video, but what's going on, Mikey? So you got some questions about personalized credit. Maybe we can you can start typing your questions. If you have some questions, just type them so we can at least have the questions. And then seeing Mikey on the call, I was thinking, there might be some other people who tune in who are like, oh, okay, I hadn't seen a video before, but I'm Shamel. I started this group so that I could help you guys get the resources you need to advance your business to high profits and more sales. And I also started the Auto Dealer Business School so I could I could provide you with the resources you need to, pull it together and make it work for you. Hi, no first time. Okay, yeah, I thought so. All right, I see Janita. All right, so let me ask, what's the best way to start with the personal line of credit, Mikey? So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And Mikey, what's the best way to start with the line of credit, or what's the best way to start in general in the business? If it's selling cars, then we'll talk about that a little bit later, because I know a lot of people are here to talk about credit. So were you talking about credit? What's up?
Hi, everybody.
What's going on? Yay, we did it. First try this time.
No, right? Like the Facebook app must have like updated or something because the button was right down there.
Oh, okay. They were like, let me help this to be a little easier. They know it's difficult. Okay. All right. So I've already introduced myself. So it is time for Janita Jackson, our resident credit restoration specialist. And I think I'm getting some feedback from, I think I'm getting some feedback.
I don't have my headset. I'm gonna go get my headsets real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, put your comments in while we wait for Janita to get her headset. Sorry for the feedback. Getting credit. Okay, so you did mean getting credit, Mikey. Business, I'm in selling cars 40 years. 40 years? Okay. That's some time. You to put in some work. So anybody else have any questions? Who else is with us? I see there are a couple people, but I only see Mikey, Alasan, Brandon. I think there's somebody else creeping on there. Don't be creeping. Say hello. It's not sounding clear. Yeah, she's gonna get her headphones because I think we got some feedback. So let me turn on my light to see if that's better. It's my light. And then, or maybe it's not better. Let me turn it off. Okay. It was like blind in the picture. What's up, Michael Stewart? How you doing? All right. Okay, Kelvin, what's up? Okay, you the creeper?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. All right. So yeah, just put your questions. So Mikey, I got yours. How to get started getting credit. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions that they want to put in the comments right now while we set up? Uh-oh, Janita, you frozen? You still there? I think she is frozen. Yeah, no creepers. Tell us who you are. Yeah, I think she got frozen when she put her headset in. I tell you, this Facebook Live be tripping sometime. So she's gonna come back. But this definitely does give you some time to type your questions. So type your questions about um, what you want to know about credit, personal lines of credit, like getting personal lines of credit. Like how much are you trying to get? Well, personal lines of credit and floor planning. Okay, so we will be discussing that. Hey, I
Hey.
can hear you.
Okay, you can or you can't?
All right.
Okay, awesome.
I can.
I forgot about the headset part.
Can everyone else hear her?
I'm hoping so.
I think so. Your volume is just a little low, but I don't know if that's that. I'm scared to be, say, increase the volume because it might freeze.
Speak up a little bit. Maybe if that helps. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, well, let's roll. All right. So, Janita, you got the
Okay,
floor,
so hi you
girl.
guys. Today we thought that with tax season coming up, that it would be really cool for us to provide you with some information about personal credit lines and things that you could do to try to increase your inventory to prepare you for tax season. For those of you who do not know me, I think Shamil has been so awesome at introducing me, but my name is Janita Jackson. I am your resident credit specialist. I am also the CEO of Infinite Potential Financial Consulting, where we offer credit restoration for people who need assistance with credit. We also assist people with building business credit. Today, we're going to be talking about some things that you can do in terms of your personal credit in order to assist you in getting the inventory that you need for the upcoming tax season. We do tax preparation services as well, so I know that I have lots of clients that are always just like, yeah, as soon as I get my taxes back, I need a car. And so that's where you guys come in at, right? That's the service that you guys provide. So, one of the
Okay.
things that you can definitely do, I think that I don't really know who I'm talking to out there in terms of who's in the room. So I'm pretty sure that you have all walks of credit. For those of you that have good credit, my definite advice would be in terms of a line of credit. You already have good credit, and if you already have a good banking relationship. And when I'm saying a good banking relationship, I'm saying that you have a business account. If you have your business set up correctly, you all should have business bank accounts. If you have your business bank, yes.
So, when you say your business set up correctly, what do you mean? Just like having a business bank
No,
account?
absolutely not. That's not the only thing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. What
so
you
when
mean? What you
we're
mean?
saying your business set up correctly, what we're saying is you, because some people, I'm glad you said that, because some people actually think that going on the IRS website and applying for an employee identification number, which is the EIN, is all you need to do to set your business up. However, that's not all you need to do to set your business up. When I say your business is set up correctly, your business has to be set up in the state that you reside in. Um, so, like for me, I'm in Georgia. Yep.
So,
But
incorporating.
it, when we say incorporate, those I that term is for corporations. I don't know. Do you recommend that they ink a lot in your industry, or are they LLCs?
Yeah. Well, I recommend it, but what I'm starting to hear from other dealers is that it just really depends on their state. And I think like state taxes versus federal taxes, I don't know. I've
Okay.
always
So
inked.
that's the
So,
reason why you defaulted to incorporate. So let me go ahead and say briefly for you guys, because my company helps people establish businesses all of the time. Um, when you go through the inking process, so if you decide to incorporate versus being an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, one of the things that you're going to have to run into is just making sure that you follow that path all the way out. A lot of people don't like to ink, and that's because simply if all you do is file your articles of incorporation with the state that you live in, the only thing that you establish is a C corporation. And at a C corporation, you're susceptible to double taxation. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like it. So if they do ink, they have to take that extra step, and that's why I think that some people just get lazy, which is why a lot of people don't like the ink. They have to take that extra step, and you actually have to send in your election to the IRS to be considered and taxed as an S corp, which basically puts you on the same.
mm-hmm,
It
mm-hmm.
basically puts you like you're basically balanced with an LLC at that point in terms of the way that you're taxed. So a lot of people don't ink
Mm-hmm,
because they don't
mm-hmm.
want to do the rest of the due diligence. They don't want to go and they don't want to do the paperwork to be considered as S corp. I have both types of corporations. Um, S corps are actually good for holding assets, and so what you dealing with asset businesses. I mean, perfect example. My real estate investment company is an S corp because at some point, once we start purchasing properties, the properties are going to be in my company's name. So I could see why you, as the CEO of an auto dealership, would be recommending that your students get S corps because at some point in time, those vehicles are, which are assets, are going to be placed in the company's name before they're placed in the customer's name. Correct?
Not necessarily, but sometimes you might have a car placed in the company's name. Like a lot of dealers, will buy a car and then they realize that they want to drive it, so they'll put it in the
Yeah,
company
I mean,
name.
and I've seen dealers do that. That's why I said dealers and organizations put
Yeah,
cars in company names. And yeah,
yeah, right,
so
right.
once you get your articles and you get your EIN, that's when you go get your business bank account. Where you bank at actually is bigger than what people think. Having and also developing that banking relationship is huge too. It's almost as important as your credit score, to be honest with you, because sometimes, especially if you're in a rural area where the CEO of the bank or the owner of the bank is in the back, you may be able to go back there, have a conversation with them, talk to them, and this is during the process where you're trying to get your credit application approved. However, I think I'm going to bounce back to where I was in the beginning, which is that banking relationship that you have once you set your bank account up. I recommend credit unions all of the time when it comes to stuff like this. If you bank at a credit union, it's
Me too.
actually better if you try to if your credit union offers a business bank account, that is definitely the first place that you want to go. Some credit companies have a different type of algorithm. Navy Federal Credit Union is one of them that I can think of off the top of my head. They have a different algorithm when they're granting credit. What this means for people that don't have as perfect credit, you can actually still be approved for a Navy Federal credit card with having blemishes, with having, I've seen people in like the 550s be approved for credit with Navy Federal. I've seen people in, yeah,
Did y'all hear that? Did
yeah,
y'all hear that? 550 credit score,
yeah.
Navy Federal.
Yeah,
Keep
I've
going.
seen people in the 620s get approved for like thousands of dollars with Navy Federal Credit Union. So they definitely work with people who have blemishes on their credit. And they definitely are generous with their credit lines. Even in our credit restoration companies, as soon as we find out that the client has Navy Federal, I have approvals for my clients. And this is just, they don't own a business. They're not looking for additional income to try to purchase cars or anything, you guys, and we're getting them approvals for like $8,000, $15,000, $20,000, and all of these credit lines are with Navy Federal Credit Union. So there is an algorithm to building credit. I would encourage you guys in terms of that. If you're building that banking relationship, like I'm saying, Navy Credit Union also does personal loans. So if you're on the personal side, they do business loans. If you're on the business side, but the biggest part of that is building that banking relationship with them. If you guys have current credit cards, but you're trying to raise the limits or get more capitals, you have to be this is where we already went over credit. This is where your credit comes into play. This is where your payment history comes into play. This is also where the length of time that you've had the credit card comes into play, in addition to your income. But you can request increases. Generally, increases for some companies, they can grant them anywhere from $500 increments to $1,000 increments. One of my first clients whose credit file I touched in my company, he had a credit limit of like, it was like I think $1,100. He requested an increase. They gave him $2,100. A couple of months later, he requested an increase. They gave him $3,100 and as his credit increase. So definitely, if you already have credit cards available and if you know that you've been paying good, it is definitely okay to double back and see if they'll increase your credit limit. And if they do increase your credit limit, it actually helps you out because it actually decreases your utilization. So let's say if I had a credit card and the limit was $1,000 and I had already charged like $300 on it. At this point, my utilization is at 30%. If I continue charging from the personal aspect on the same credit card, then my utilization would increase, which could potentially drop my score. However, if I go ahead and I request to have my credit increase, that's going to make my limit higher, which is going to actually simultaneously lower my utilization, which is actually going to simultaneously increase my credit score. This is actually a tactic that you guys can use if you actually need some more breathing room or if you're trying to lower your utilization. Some people pay down their cars, and paying down your cars is also admirable. But if you're in a position where you're like, okay, I don't know if I can pay down my cars, but you can keep up with the payment, requesting that increase, if it's granted, could be that ticket that you need to get some breathing room and also increase or improve your scores.
Okay. Woo, you are just a wealth of knowledge. I'm sitting here like, dang, did I catch all that? Okay, so just to recap from the end back to the beginning. So you were saying if you already have credit cards to request an increase in limit because you can use that money to further your business, right? Also, if you have a credit union relationship, it's about the banking relationship, but create a relationship wherever you are. But as you know, you recommend credit unions. Navy Federal is one of your favorites. Do you have any others that like that you work with that are like awesome?
USAA is another good one. A lot of the actual like really really good banks are connected to the military, and I hate to say it like that, but they are. I love Delta Community Credit Union as well. Um, Gosh, when it comes to banks, you guys, I like have a banking problem. I need to go like I have a
What
banking
you
problem
mean?
because a lot of banks have like different reward programs and different little things that they have going on, and so I just had this conversation with a friend like not that long ago. I am actually at 10 different banks. Five of them are credit unions. Yeah, five of them are credit unions, and between those 10 different banks, I have 18 different accounts, and that's not even including my business bank accounts. So yeah, but
Dang.
it's all about
Okay,
relationship
okay.
building. Very some of the banks they have like Delta Community Credit Union. They have a great reward card that you can use like year round. So they give you points back to like make a big purchase, whether it be a car or a home in the near future. Having that banking relationship where I can have access to lower interest rates is definitely something that interests me. So yes, I do have a banking problem. But Navy Federal Credit Union, yeah, USAA is another one. The
Okay.
Pentagon Federal Credit Union. I would have to get that particular bank information, the name of it, but a lot of them are connected to the military because the ones that are connected to the military, and it makes sense when you think about it. For it's no accident that Navy Federal Credit Union is actually one of the banks that works with their clients when they have like less than perfect credit. To me, when you think about it, even for people that are getting ready to purchase a home, the VA loan is actually the only loan that doesn't have a credit requirement for a reason.
Right, right. Okay. Okay, so credit unions, USAA, Navy Federal,
Mm-hmm.
Delta Community, and then also you said before that, oh, set up your
Yeah.
business like in your articles. So either you're going to incorporate or you're going to
Mm-hmm.
be LLC, depending on what your end goal is, and then your EIN and what? Am I
No,
missing
no.
anything?
Well, setting up
Okay,
your
so
business. I
far.
mean, it just really depends where you are. Like I said, I think we had this conversation when we were talking about business credit. If you're talking about building or if you're going to build business credit, then there are additional steps that you want to make sure that you handle when you're setting up your business on the base level. On the base level, you're going to need a business address. That could either be some people use their home addresses. Some people use a UPS box as a business address. That's an easy way for you to get like a real professional address and not have to, have that overhead when you're just starting out. Some people also use companies like Regis, Da Vinci is another one of them that they'll use to get like a business address that they pay for to have on the monthly basis. Depending on your state, they're all over the U.S. So depending on your state, you also have additional little perks that you have with having your business address. But you want to have a business address at a bare minimum, you want to have a business email. I know at this point in my life, in terms of dealing with business, when people don't have a business email, I may or may not take you serious. Like if you're coming to me and we're
I
talking
know what you
business,
mean. I be judging too. I'm like, why you don't have a branded
and
business
they're not
email?
really expensive though, and that's just the thing. G Suites is like G Suites is a sort
$6 a
exactly
month.
$6 a month.
And G Suites is Google Suite. So Google now offers branded business emails for anybody who needs to know. And this is something I tell my dealers too. Like this is what we do in our training is get your business set up. So yeah, G Suites is now offering business emails. You can pay for a year for like $70, or you can pay a month. Each month $6 a month for each email box.
Yeah, exactly. And so that being the case,
Yeah, I use G
I
Suites right now.
use G Suites as well, but we have like 5 different emails, so
Yeah.
I don't pay $6. However, the amount is still really reasonable. So it's just like it's no excuse for you not to have a business email address at this point. And so, in addition to that, definitely having a business phone number. Um, and making sure that when you answer it, you have a business greeting. That's important as well, especially when
Yes.
you're dealing with any type of customer base, but
Right.
especially when you're dealing with business credit, because there are certain, when you go to building business credit, there are certain creditors, Sam's Club for their credit account, for their MasterCard account, and also Amazon are two of the people that are known to actually call your business phone before they even approve you for credit. They want to know, does this, yeah,
Which
do
they
you
should.
actually exist? And then, how are you going to pick up your phone when they call? So, yeah, definitely make sure that you're all the way set up in terms of going into that. And then,
I think the address and the phone number is less of an issue for dealers because we have to have that for
yes,
our license. Like we have to have a phone, we have to have an address. So, and it can't be a PO, PO box or a UPS store. It has to be either an office or a location, like a lot. And then the phone we have to have. But the business greeting is not common knowledge.
well, that part of it, that definitely makes sense, and that ties into, I think, one of the, I know you and I spoke briefly on this earlier. I know a lot of you guys were saying, how can you get inventory up, especially when you don't have a lot of capital. Floor planning, which is something that Shamil and I touched on earlier, is actually an avenue. They have different companies that offer it, but these are basically companies or corporations that offer you a line of credit for you to go ahead and purchase vehicles to fill it's either your lot or wherever you're selling from in terms of what you're doing. I know, just after speaking with them briefly, because I had to talk to them. I think I spoke with them within the last few days since we've had our conversation, because this arena, the auto dealership arena, credit, I know, auto dealership, that's your forte. That is your field of expertise. So I definitely wanted to talk to them to make sure that I understand the process. So, please feel free to jump in as I'm explaining this process, and correct me at
Okay.
all if I'm delivering any of the message, erroneously. Um, so with floor planning, from my understanding, they do look at your background. They do look at how you have your business set up, like what type of business model do you have. And depending on whether you are just selling cars, they want to make sure that you have your license. If you're selling cars from the retail level, or if you have a retail lot, then you also have to make sure that you have the company license to go along with that. But I do know that, and your credit is actually taken into consideration. However, it is not used as the sole object. Like usually when you go get a car, like when you're going to finance a car yourself, your credit is used to qualify you solely in addition to your income. From what I know from floor planning, or from what was explained to me, they don't just look at your credit alone. Everything is kind of looked at as a big part of a picture when they're looking at what type of credit line to give you. And I know from a friend of mine who has someone in the car industry. Her significant other was able to get $50,000 worth of financing that he has access to in order to be able to fund the vehicles for his lot, because that's what he does have. He does have a lot. So that's something else that you guys can look into. They do have different plans. Some of them have, and when I say plans, this is the amount of time that you would have to pay the money back. They have 30-day plans where you have to pay for the vehicle in 30 days. They have 45-day plans where you have 45 days, and they have 60-day plans where you have 60 days to pay the money back for the vehicle. With that being the case, though, I think one of the things that you want to definitely make sure that you do, especially since you're in the auto dealership school and you have access to Shamil, is to make sure that you're thoroughly educated on this field. This is you guys' field. Like I said, I can talk about credit all day, but when we transition to the topic of cars, makes, models, years, wheels, alignment, features, that's not my field. Okay, what's hot on the streets is not something that I'm familiar with. But all of this comes into play, especially when you're trying to look at what your immediate market is. So you guys, if you don't have, or if you've never done research analysis in terms of what cars are selling in your area, what your target market is, what kind of clients are you targeting, what's their price market, that's something that you probably want to look into, because you don't just want to get these cars and then not flip them during tax season, and that's whatever your structure is. You go to her, you go to Shamil to get assistance with your structure and get set up correctly. But whatever your structure is, you just want to make sure that if you do buy these vehicles, that you're not doing it in vain, especially when you're using floor planning.
Yeah. You need to turn them over quick for sure because those fees will get you. So let me ask you a question. So my overall philosophy, like when people are like, oh, floor plan, I don't know if I'll qualify. My philosophy is go find out. Like just apply
Oh yeah,
and see what they say. But well, okay, so you would
yes.
say the
I
same
mean,
thing?
the worst that they can tell you is no. And I am a firm believer.
Right.
firm believer, you guys, that if they do tell you no, and some people sometimes when they're denied credit, they close up. You know, you're embarrassed because you don't feel like you're eligible. No, continue to ask questions. The company that you're working with, if they're saying, okay, well, you don't qualify, well, why don't I qualify? I look at it as like a compliance issue. I need to know why I don't qualify, because whatever target area that you give me that I don't qualify in, be it my business model, okay, well, we're going to rewrite this business model. That's an easy fix. You know, we can get this together. If it's your credit score, okay, well, what score? If you get denied because of your credit score, you ask them, well, what credit score do I need to get approved? Because that's letting you know what area you need to work on. You know that you need to work on your credit. That's when that's in my arena. So that's when I can assist you. That's when we can pull your credit report. That's when we can review things. That's when we can discuss things to try to get you to where you need to be. But I would definitely ask questions. And with you guys coming into tax season, which is a very lucrative season for cars, trust me. Lord help, I hope one of you sell to my little sister this year, because every year she buys a lemon, and then every year she buys another lemon. And this has been going on for about 3-4 years now.
Oh
yes.
no!
Every tax season, she buys a lemon, and it always has, work that needs to be done to it. So I don't know what part lot she dealing with, but I'm just like, you need to take you a man with you or something, a mechanic. You need to take somebody, because it's always something that's like, it's a major mechanical issue that outside of tax season she doesn't have the funds to get fixed, and so it's an issue. So
Right. Okay, so we got a couple of questions. Michael said, yeah, same for me. I got denied for credit score and being a new dealership. So what I would say to Michael about the floor plan is what Janita was saying. Ask them then, if not a new dealership, like what do you need to do to qualify to not be a new dealership so that you can be approved, So they deny you for being a new dealership. So what does it look like to not be a new dealership? Like, what are they looking for? The other thing I would have to say is go to another company. I originally was going to apply with AFC for my floor plan, but after doing a little bit of research, I realized that they had really stringent approval guidelines. And so I went with Next Gear Capital, which from what I understand, they're giving money to everybody. So try another floor plan company, and then ask them what credit score you need to have. I didn't. CAD Auto Sales is saying they ask for collateral. I had a 630. I didn't have that issue with the floor plan. They didn't ask for collateral. From what I understand, the collateral is the cars, because if you don't pay, they repossess your lot. They take all the cars back. So that's the collateral. And then Philip says, how do I get a line of credit with banks or credit unions? Okay.
So with either banks or credit unions, it's really simple. And if you almost any bank, when you walk into the bank, generally they have someone there that they are actually trained to try to upsell you on the products or tell you about the products that the banks offer. If you check your email, because sometimes let's be honest, our personal emails, we may not always check them all the time, because you've given it out to a lot of companies. And if I go to my personal email right now, it's over flooded with people who have me in sales funnels. But if you go into your personal email and you actually, like, in your search bar, you pull up your bank, the name of your bank, who you currently bank with, you pull that name up, you should have a list of emails from them. More often than not, one of them is going to be an offer for a credit card. If not, go to your banking website, be it Bank of America, whether it's Chase, whether it's Regions, whether it's Navy Federal. Go to your bank site, and there should be a tab there for you to go ahead and apply for credit cards. Because believe me, they want your business. They want your additional business, so they definitely want you to apply. And that's where your banking relationship comes in handy, because a lot of times if you've been with the bank for like 5 years, and you've developed a good relationship with them, they tend to try to work with you in terms of offering you credit. They'll at least give you something to start you off with to see what you'll do with it. And that's when you being responsible comes in handy.
So basically, shoot your shot. Okay. Like, if you want credit, just shoot your shot to the bank. Look, bank, here I am. This is what I'm working with. What you got? What can I get? and then see what they say. And then, from there, you at least know what you have to do, credit score wise, or if you have to work on your business or whatever it is, you now can put together a plan to get to where you need to be to get that line of credit. Because you at least need to know. Philip says not a credit card, but a line of credit to buy cars. Okay, so Philip, are you saying how do you get a line of credit? Yeah. So I think Philip is commenting because you did say credit card, but I think you meant all of their credit
products.
All
So
of their
with
credit
that, I
products.
mean, if you just want a line of credit to try to buy cars, then what you're talking about is you're talking about like a personal loan that you would try to get through the bank to try to get your funding, which is the same thing. They still have those tabs that are available specifically for that. You can still go and you can apply for a personal loan with your bank, and depending on who you bank with, I mean, generally, whenever you're applying for a loan, it's you that's really setting the credit limit because your bank is going to ask you how much you need. Worst case scenario, they may say, okay, we can't give you 10,000, we can give you 7. But how mad are you? I'm not going to say, no, I don't want 7. If you approve me for 7, I'm going to take the 7 and I'm going to make it work. And in your industry, making it work will be purchasing cars you could then flip over so you could then make more money. And then when you think about it, as you pay those loans back to your bank, guess what? They're going to see, okay, this person has a record of paying loans back. So you pay all of that money back, and then the next time you need it, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to apply for a higher limit because then you've built that bridge with them and you've shown them how trustworthy you are. And I am going to also agree with Shamil. There is nobody who's in her dealer business school that's watching this live video right now, and even for the people who see it afterwards, that should be in the same position that they are this year in terms of trying to find financing next year. Everything from this point out needs to be strategic. I am in a business where we do business planning. Business planning starts right for you guys. That would start right now. If you're going for a floor plan or if you're going for the credit and you're not getting as much as you want or as much as you feel like you need, your next questions need to be, what do I need to do? What do I need to fix? What do I need to implement so that next year when this time comes around, I can execute? I can also tell you that everybody who sees this that has a business, if you don't already have business credit, and so many business owners don't have it, you need to be laying the foundation for building business credit because business credit and personal credit, I'm in love with business credit for so many reasons, but the limits that you get from a business credit card and a personal credit card are just so different. Personal credit, they could give you $15,000. On the business end, it'll be 50 or higher. On the business end, it could be $250,000 that they'll give you simply because you're going through the process of setting yourself up correctly as a business. So, and we're marking this November. So, November of next year, there's nobody who should be on this live that shouldn't have business credit established. There's nobody who should be here that shouldn't already have these sets set up. This needs to be the last time that anyone is coming into this particular season in business without the tools that you need in order to be able to execute, you guys. So that's why we're giving them to you. You know, shoot your shot. The worst thing they could tell you is no.
Shoot your shot.
But if I didn't even try,
right,
it was a no before I even left out the door.
That's true. And I say this thing all the time, like when people say, well, what if it doesn't work? I say, make it work. Like, get what you need to make it work. There is no what if it doesn't work. Just put together a strategy to make it work.
This is business. You can't give up in business. It's not, every day is not going to be easy. And that transitions across all industries. I work from people across all industries. And it doesn't matter because we offer services. We help trucking companies get up and running. We help daycares get up and running. So we work with people across all industries. Everyone has their own challenges within their industry, especially, anytime you're dealing with sales. And that's on any level. Because in the sales industry, you have your ups and your downs. Like I know for a fact, right now, probably in terms of car dealership, it's one of their down seasons. We going into the holidays, people trying to get ready for Black Friday, people are trying to get ready for Christmas. They're not trying to spend money like that, but you're preparing for January now. Why? Because as soon as people start getting back their tax returns, they're going to be trying to purchase vehicles and, upgrade their lifestyles and do different things. So you guys need to make sure that you're prepared to take take advantage of that, but also in business, because business is strategic, you need to make sure that you put some type of plan in place, so that way, during the slow months, you need to have some type of stream of income that's covering those slow months too.
Right, right. So I got just a couple more questions, and if you have any questions, this is your time. I'm gonna shoot these questions, and then if you can just let everyone know what they can do to get with you to get their credit strategy after the questions, then we'll be wrapping up then. So, Allison said, let's see, is it credit based, lowest credit needed? And I think you touched on that with credit unions. Like sometimes
sometimes they have
it's
a different algorithm. So even if it's a credit union and you're in the 500s and almost six, and because you're not 600, you're like, oh my gosh. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you somewhere off in the 400s or 300, you need credit restoration services, whether you're restoring it yourself, uh, or you're coming to an expert company like the one that we have, in order to be able to assist you with that. But if you're somewhere in the 5 to 600s, I would definitely say shoot your shot with a credit union and just see, because a lot of times they'll tell you, and whoever tells you no, if you're talking to a representative, or if you're I would communicate with somebody, because then I have somebody to talk to. So you could call in and you could speak with somebody over the phone to apply for a credit card for just about any bank. So I would do that, because that person, they're going to be building a relationship. Hi, this is Janita. I'm with this credit union. I'm here to help you. And so then if you tell me no, okay, Janita, well, what score? Where do I need my score to be? Why wasn't I approved this credit? And then too, they also send you that nice little letter, that little denial letter in the mail, that also explains to you why you were not approved. And so they give you your problem areas. They'll tell you, too many accounts within a short amount of time, too many collections, too many negatives on your payment. Those are the things that you're going to want to work on fixing in terms of your credit. So it actually does come in that letter, the denial letter.
yeah, yeah. And then it just helps you to put your strategy together. Like this is not you get a no and then you quit. Like, no, tell me, okay, I'm not desirable right now. When will I be desirable?
Yes. I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna put this plan
Right.
together, and I'm gonna get fine on this application. So you have no choice
Right.
but to approve it.
I'm gonna get
Exactly.
credit fine. Right. I'm
Credit
gonna get
fine,
credit
business
fine.
fine,
Credit
everything
fine.
all wrapped up in the bow. I'm gonna be an irresistible customer. You gonna give me some credit today. That is really how it needs to be.
Right.
Sometimes people
Okay.
don't realize, even
That's
if you get a denial, um, that's why we're talking strategy now. You could get denied by a company in February, go back to that same company in October or even in August, and reapply. And if your credit is in a different position, you could get approved where once you were denied. So yeah, I don't take no's for answers. To me, no is just kind of like try
yeah.
again, come back, revisit the topic, but take
Right.
that time to implement those changes so you can position yourself. Because in business, you do need credit. Initially, you do need that personal credit, um, but I'm always gonna say, you guys, don't sleep on business credit. You have people like 5, 6 years, that have their businesses. You have people that have been in business 3 years that have not established business credit. And if you have not established business credit, you guys are missing out on so much, because the transition is so seamless, and it gives you access to so much, because you really think about it. You go from being an individual to being an organization or corporation. As an organization, I have more buying power than I do individually. So it comes from the bulk buying concept, right? Because once I switch over to being an organization, I'm now buying in bulk. I'm not just buying for myself. So they give you more over on that end than they do on the personal end.
Right. Right. I think we just have one more question. Philip is saying, line of credit versus floor plan.
Line of credit versus floor plan. This is what I'm going to say for this one. That's going to depend on your level of expertise, because we had this discussion. You know yourself you know
That's what I was
yourself
gonna
better
say.
than anybody
Mm-hmm.
else. Like, if you're talking to me, and if I know that I done went to auto dealership business school, I have my specs, I know my cars. I'll share with you guys the same thing that I was telling Shamil earlier. My friend, whose significant other is in car dealerships, he knows the type of car to buy, to the point where his cars are gone within 2 days. So if I know what type of clients I have and what type of reach I have, and if I know that my cars are going to be gone within 2 days, I am doing floor plan all day long, because I know that I'm going to make sure that I have a 60-day turnaround, though, to give me that wiggle room. But I'm going to go with a floor plan all day because I know that I'm going to be able to maximize that money because I'm making my sales within a short period of time. I'm going to be able to pay it off, buy additional inventory, and just really just go from there, and the sky's the limit. However, if you're not that confident in your craft just yet, if you feel like you're still in the learning phases and you haven't perfected it, then I would definitely say I would go with a line of credit because they're going to give you like a 12-month period, 24-month period, 36-month period. They're actually going to let you probably pick the period with your bank, or some banks do up to like 36 months, but still, that's going to give you 3 years to pay this amount off. That's going to give me more wiggle room, so I don't have to worry about being held to those time constraints, and I'm still learning and growing. So that's going to really depend on your level of expertise.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're inexperienced and you have not figured out exactly what you're doing yet in your business, line of credit is gonna be much gentler, kinder to you. But if you got your training or you've got enough experience where you're like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm turning these cars over. I'm confident in what I'm doing. I'm selling cars with a clear conscience. So let's roll, let's run it, then yeah, definitely a floor plan. So we got a last minute question, and then we just got a couple of comments. Can you get business credit with a co-signer if your credit or business is not experienced enough?
Oh, woo. That is a good one. So usually people personally guarantee their own business credit. And they'll ask you, do you want to personally guarantee your business credit? A lot of times they don't offer you the option in terms of business to be a co-signer. And this is the reason why. If I personally guarantee an account on my business credit, understand that it's never going to show up on my personal credit unless I default on the business side. So unless I don't pay it off. So a lot of people are iffy, and I think you guys already know this about co-signing because a lot of times you've been burnt. Sometimes the fact, and now I'm gonna be blunt and real with you guys because that's my personality. When I'm gonna talk to you guys like I would talk to somebody that I was coaching in one of my credit classes. If you need a co-signer, that's almost like a red flag to me because that is saying that somewhere along the line you weren't doing what you needed to do in terms of your own credit, and if you don't really have that type of consideration for your own credit, then how much would you consider somebody else's? I mean, unless it's like your mom or something. And sometimes even in those instances, families have fell out. Family members are not talking because they co-sign for you. So as a business, before you allow somebody to co-sign for you, I would definitely say you should consider looking into trying to get your credit fixed yourself. But if you're going to have somebody co-sign for you, just make sure that you're in a position to do right by them in that process, right? And that you're going to keep your word, so you're not going to create instances. And also, another reason why I guess I wouldn't do it is because me on the business side, sometimes people are always trying to find a way in, if that makes sense. So I would hate for somebody to come in this business that you've worked so hard for, you want to co-sign, and they're like, oh yeah, cool, I'll co-sign, but can I get 30% of the business since I'm co-signing? Because when you're talking business languages, this is honestly a conversation that somebody would have with you. Yeah, I'll co-sign for you to get these cars, and all I'm doing is signing my name. But can I buy 30% of your business? And with new business owners, they could be in a position where they're going to agree to that. Me, I'm not going to agree to that because I worked too hard to build my business for you to just come in, sign on the dotted line, and get 30% of what I've worked hard to build. Instead of me doing that, I would just rather take the time out, build my own credit, which, let's be honest, you guys are going to need at some point anyway, whether it's business or personal. You're going to need your credit.
You
So
need to
I
do
would just
it.
work on getting my credit fixed. Generally, in the credit world, 6 months could change your life, could change your whole score.
I was just about to say, it's 6 months, y'all. It's 6 months. Two seasons, winter and spring. Okay, by the summer, you're gonna be credit fine.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. So we got a last minute question. I need a line of credit. How do you find companies?
Now, when you're saying, so we've had this conversation. Definitely, I would say the best place to start off would be to go to your bank, to your local bank, because you've already have a relationship with them. So they're good. Go to your bank and apply for a personal loan to try to get the capital that you need in order to in order to be able to get access to the funds that you need to try to help you. The better banking relationship that you
Yeah.
have, the better that's going to look for you. And I also say this, you guys, you definitely want to make sure, even if you feel like you may not need the credit, if you are in a place where you do have good credit, I would actually advise you guys to apply for increases anyway, because high limit begets high limit, if that makes sense. If I have credit cards for like $5,000 and they were reporting on my credit report, and I go and apply for a new card, I'm more likely to get like a $10,000 or $20,000 credit limit because I already have high limit cards. Versus if I have like a $300 card on my credit report, then they may just try to give me like, I don't know, $800 or 1,000. So
I get you. And you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Right.
use it, don't
So
abuse it.
okay, great. Michael's
Use it, don't
huh,
abuse
what'd
it.
you
That's what
say?
you're gonna do with it.
Right. Right. Okay, so Michael says, thank you. Kat says, I need that. Jessica says, credit
Yes, credit
fine.
fine.
um, yeah, I think we answered all the questions. So now the question is, how do they get credit fine, girl? Like,
Yeah.
what can you do? How to and
So,
how do
so
what they
you
need to do?
guys, Shima, do you have the link up today? Is it in the description for this? But you're gonna put
Not
it.
yet, but I'm
You
gonna put
guys,
it in the
Shamila's
description.
gonna put a link
Yeah.
in the description for anyone who actually comes through her. Usually, we have a consultation fee, so usually people have to pay $29.99 just to have a conversation with us on how to get credit fine. For the people that are coming through the auto dealership school, though, we're actually waiving that fee. So schedule a consultation. Because at the end of the consultation, if nothing else, you'll walk away with information if you have that. If your credit is not up to par, you'll walk away with information on your problem areas, on what you need to work on, or what you need to do. For some of you guys, because I know this has happened a lot of times, some of you guys, that may be you paying your card limits down. Believe it or not, more often than not, that does happen. If you're at 90% utilization on your credit cards, that's going to drop your score. So you can click on the link and fill out that information, and then we'll get a time schedule for us to speak with you, for us to meet with you to talk about our program. It's around a 6 month turnaround, so we're talking about November. So if you were to start in November, before even June of next year, you would be to the point where credit wise, you would be able to do whatever you wanted to do to achieve your goals in terms of getting finances, because we get people in the 700 club. We take people from 300 to 700. So the sky's the limit.
In
Yes,
six
we do.
months.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's always a strategy session. So you can get a strategy. Like it's not a one size fit all. Let's see what you got to work on. Same with the auto dealer business school. If you're like, yeah, once I get this credit, I need to know how to use it, then you need a strategy. So you can book a strategy session to talk about what kind of training would help you in that too. So Janita, thank you so much. We
Thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me, you
all of your
guys.
knowledge.
And I look forward to the next time. I look forward
Yes.
to the next time that I'll be able to come and hang out with you guys.
Yes. Yes, you are hooking us up. And just to let you guys know, Janita is going to be at the
I'm
holiday
super
party.
excited. I have to find something to wear. So I'm waiting for the invitation so I can figure out what type of attire, because I don't want to show up too dressy.
Okay, no, look, do you, girl, do you. We gonna have some fun. We work hard, play hard.
I
Okay.
know that's right. So if I show up in a ballroom gown, don't nobody
Okay.
look at me crazy. Because sometimes I'm just extra. That's my advisory notice.
Right, your ballroom gown. I can dig it. Okay, great. Have a great day, and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks again for your knowledge. You are so
Oh, well,
valuable.
thank you so much for having me. And you guys have an awesome day. And any other questions, go ahead and shoot them to Shamil. And even if I have to type out answers, I'll get the answers over back to her so she can definitely get the information out to you guys, okay?
Okay,
Okay,
great.
thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.